Well, obviously, Matthew was the key to the game today. He just was a tremendous leader and pitched exactly like I thought he would. Well, actually, not exactly. He was almost perfect. I expected him to have an inning where he'd have to pitch out of a jam, but he never even made that happen today. What did he give up? One hit? One hit, and he walk anybody? No walks? Get out of here. He was really awesome. That was wonderful to see, and he just took control of the game. I had a feeling that he was going to come out smoking today. He's been throwing the ball so good, and he's working so well with Coach Rooney, and he didn't even have to really use his other pitches today. He hardly threw any breaking balls and changeups, and those two pitches are really good for him now. So there's something about his fastball that just is really hard to hit. It's not overpowering. But when he pitches in the inter-squad games and our hitters face him, they don't square up his fastball either. So there's something about the way he throws. It's just a very heavy fastball. And obviously he took charge of the game. Obviously they helped us quite a bit today with a lot of free passes and, a few misplays in the field, which really surprised me because they played so well last night defensively. First time outdoors was their Thursday night practice here, and then they played so well last night. And because they're such an experienced team, I really thought that they would be pretty tight defensively, but they just had a tough time today with a few plays, and that opened up some doors for us. I think at one point we had scored 5 runs, only had 1 hit. But finally we started swinging the bats pretty good. I thought Petrie's double in the right center field gap really loosened us up at the plate. Started getting some better swings. And then the really great thing about today was we were able to play a lot of guys. You have a starting lineup, but then you have other guys that work just as hard as the starters do every day. And it's a wonderful thing when you get them an opportunity to play some. And then so many of those guys came off the bench and swung the bat well. Bo Hollins and Gavin Braylon, I think, got their first hits of their careers. Was there somebody else that maybe would have gotten their first hit? Jace Woida did when he came in for Hall. So, it was really great to see those guys get a chance to play, and they're all terrific ball players. It's hard to write out a lineup when you only have 9 slots because there's a lot of guys that could go out there and play good winning baseball for you.
You said a lot in the fall and preseason this wouldn't be a heavy strikeout staff. I know it's 2 games, you got 29. Are you surprised at all, or what are you seeing from your pitchers just from a swing and miss perspective?
Yeah, I'm really surprised, to be honest with you. I wouldn't expect that how many strikeouts do we have today? 13, yeah. And last night was 16. I wouldn't expect that every day from us, but it's nice when they come. You then force your defense to make a lot of plays, but we have played errorless ball, I think, for the first two games, which is great. I thought Talmadge has really caught terrific, and we've played good defense behind him. May Short looks very calm out there in right field making catches, and our infield's played pretty solid as well. But when you strike out that many batters, you're not forced to make a lot of plays. But that day will come, I promise.
Ryder Guarino was one of those guys that really stood out. Honestly, since the fall, his stuff's always been pretty good. What did you see from him today, and just how good did you feel about his outing out there?
Well, I'm really high on Ryder Guarino, and not just because he's Italian, okay? I don't love Guarino because he's Italian. I love him because I'm Italian, okay? He's a strike-throwing machine, and he's going to keep getting better and better and better. But he's thrown just about like that every scrimmage game since he's been here. And our hitters don't like facing him. Again, he's a guy that's not overpowering with his fastball, but just hard to get good swings on him, although Sacred Heart squared up a couple balls that they hit hard at the right fielder. But he struck out a couple of their better hitters, and I think the future is really bright for that kid, and he's going to continue to develop.
Their pitchers did, a good amount of the work today, but getting 11 walks, have you been pleased so far with, the plate approach of your hitters?
The players make fun of me because I tell them I don't like to see us walk. I really don't. The games are boring when we walk, and the other team makes errors. I like to see good, crisp baseball. I'd much rather see us hit than walk. But there's a difference between looking for walks and earning walks. I love earning walks. I don't like going up there looking for walks and then not being aggressive at the plate. And today most of the walks were not hittable pitches, and so we'll take them if they give them to us. But I'd much rather see our team, swing the bats and run the bases and get the crowd into the game. Sometimes when you walk a lot, it just zaps the aggressiveness out of your team, and I always worry about that when the other team is walking our batters. But like I said, Petrie's swing really got us going. He saw that I was starting the runner. I put on a hit and run signal, but it wasn't really a hit and run on a 3-1 count, because if it's ball 4, you take ball 4. You don't swing at the pitch like you would on a regular hit and run. But when Petrie saw that the guy was going, he says, I really wanted a hit there. And he got a good pitch and drilled that ball into right center field. And that was good to see. That was good baseball.
It's kind of a difficult day for the official scoring.
I saw that, yeah.
Just wondering about your career-long approach to official scores, where errors are changed to hits are changed to errors. I mean, how have you approached that over your years?
I've totally stayed out of it. It's not my job. I respect the people that make those decisions and let them make those decisions. And, if they ask me, I'll give them my opinion. Sometimes when you're sitting in the press box, the game looks so easy to play. Oh, he should have made that play, that type of attitude. When you're in reality, because the ball might have had top spin or because the ball was really struck hard. Like, for example, the ball that Kazmar hit, I don't even know how you ruled it, but that ball was hit about 108 miles an hour, and it had a hook on it too, and it went off the kid's glove. You say, well, that should have been caught. Or the ball that was hit, Naraki hit to the wall, and those kids are, like I said, they haven't been outdoors, so those aren't routine plays for them, and they may not be routine plays for most people. So I like to see our hitters rewarded, obviously, but I want absolute integrity with our scorekeeping. So I don't want anybody ever to say, if they're at South Carolina, they're giving away hits to build up their stats. The kids should get what they earn, is what I think.
Was the first pitch of the day a wild pitch or a pass ball?
First pitch of the day. Oh, absolutely a pass ball. I mean, come on, Jim, you got to catch that ball, right? I don't know why he didn't even reach down. Listen, I will say there was a lot of movement on the pitch, but I think it was more because of gravity than it was, the grip or the release point. Okay, I watched Ray throw a gazillion batting practice pitches, and he always threw them in there pretty stiff. He's lost a little zip on his fastball. There's no doubt about that. But I would say most definitely the pitch was a strike. It was a short batter, but it should have definitely been caught.
And what did you think about the ceremony today?
Oh, I just thought it was wonderful for Ray. I'm just, it's just awesome that you just witnessed how many lives and a small portion of the lives that Ray Tanner impacted during his career, and to see the love that his players have for him today was wonderful. And I got to meet them all. I stood by the gate when they all walked onto the field and got to shake hands with every single one of them. And, I didn't recognize them out of uniform, but I remember coaching against many of them. And they were a lot of really great ball players out there former ball players that are out there on the field. Some of them don't look quite in the shape that they were when they played, but it was wonderful to have them all out there. And, when I shook hands with Justin Smoke, I just kind of glared at him, for all the long bombs that he hit against us over at my previous school. But no, it was great to meet them all, and a great day for Ray, great day for South Carolina athletics, really. The president was here, the athletic director was here, a lot of dignitaries. It was a beautiful day. I sent a text message to the team last night. There is no way we are losing on Ray Tanner Day. So just get your minds ready for this game. And the players responded. Okay, thank you. Thanks.